Have you ever noticed that Jupiter and Mars, together with Sirius, makes a triangle here? I'm not saying that this is some like Illuminati level shit, but I'm just saying if somebody told me that it might be, I would be inclined to listen to their arguments. Welcome everybody to the episode which I've been looking forward to quite a long time because I like the distortion world. But before we get to the distortion world, we actually have to face this double battle, and one of the Pokemon is not ours to control, which makes it worse in certain ways, but also makes it better in certain ways because we can't control it, but also burps. If Barry's Pokemon dies, Pokemons die, one or the other. It's not my fucking problem now, is it? Also, this is 12 against 6, so I think all things considered we should be fine, but it's still going to be difficult. I think this is neutral question mark? Oh, that did nothing. Oh, you set up the reflect. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, and the light screen as well. No! I'm so fucked. Oh, we might not make it to the distortion world after all. That's bad. No, I don't like that at all. Hardy is dead, by the way, just so you know. I needed him for serve. Again, I'm going to assume everything I see here just has levitate. Because I'm still not sure, I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty, confident that fireproof or heatproof doesn't even exist in this generation, possibly. So I'm just going to flamethrower them, and that's probably going to do quite a lot, even though they have the screens up. Which is annoying. But this should do a decent amount of damage, in theory. How long do screens last? Like 5 turns, right? I don't think there's going to be 5 turns. There's definitely going to be more than 5 turns, actually, now that I think about it. So, yeah, we're going to be a little bit on the... I don't think we need lock-on. Something tells me that even having conversion 2 is going to be more useful than lock-on. Which is to say, I'm never going to use either of those moves anyway. So, for some reason, they're choosing to attack Munchlax and not me. And I'm kind of okay with that. Because, obviously, I was kind of hoping that would... Wait, whoa, you're level 46. I did it again. I did the same thing again. I looked up the levels for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the Sungtank and Perugly are level 44. So I trained everybody up to level 43. I was thinking maybe I should do 45, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh no, 45 is going to be over leveled. And maybe for Cyrus that would be the right level. But let's have a little bit of drama here, right? So we're definitely going to lose, is what we learn here. Because even if we take out this thing without any death, which I'm starting to doubt very much, because we're going to be facing 2 level 46 Pokemon. After this, we're going into the distortion world, where we fight Cyrus. And I'm sure Cyrus is going to have higher level Pokemon than level 46. I'm not that afraid of Giratina. I'm pretty sure we can take care of Giratina, because we can just kill Giratina. We don't have to capture Giratina, so it's not that big a deal. Cyrus is the real thing, which I'm afraid of here, because surely one of his Pokemon is going to be level 50 or something like that, right? So don't hit yourself. Okay. Was it a mistake to potentially have the Perugly and the Skuntank, out at one time? Maybe. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe they're going to come back to bite me in the butt. But Munchlax is really taking a beating here. And Munchlax is done. Not my Pokemon, not my problem. Light screen wore off. Okay, light screen is the... It's a special one, I think, so that's good for us. And Staraptor is out. Okay, so what do we do here? We don't have anything super effective against either of them. I'm going to assume that Perugly or Skuntank. I don't know. I really don't know what is the best thing to do here. The only thing I can do is hoping that... Thank you! Thank you! Thank you so much! That helped me! That's actually what I needed. Use your berry, I don't care. This flamethrower is going to take you out. At this point. And I snap out of my confuse. We're battling under the eyes of Arceus here. And the moment I start believing, that happens. What? What? No! I was at full HP! I mean, yes, it was a critical hit, but... Holy crap. Let's send out Bucky. I think it's the only thing we can do. I need to take care of at least one of them. He does have thick fat, god damn it! Had I used Feint Attack there, I would have killed. Not that it would have mattered anyway, because Skuntank would have taken me out either way, but... I kind of figured that Staraptor would go for Perugly. So now, the question becomes, how much does Signal Beam do? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Enough for a critical hit to take it out at this point. Maybe a normal hit with... Oh no, never mind. So not even a critical hit would take it out of this. But maybe with burn combined. Possibly. Could be a thing. You know what? I really don't care about your Golbat. I really don't. Staraptor, just... Barry, James, whatever the frick your name is. You take care of Golbat. I need this Skuntank to be gone. Get a critical hit, take out this Skuntank. This thing is a threat. And that is exactly why. Because Staraptor is now gone. Staraptor survives. Somehow. Okay, so Skuntank should be done now, in theory, as well as Staraptor and Golbat, so that only leaves, I imagine, one more Golbat. We only lost one Pokemon in here, unless we missed the Signal Beam, which I don't think is possible. It should take it out. Yes, it does. Okay. So we have a Golbat left, and Bucky's level 46. That's going to come in useful. I'm upset about Martin though. I mean, we did with it what we wanted to do, right? Martin was a huge help in the 7th gym, and that was pretty much like his moment to shine. But still, I wanted... We don't have a lot of options to capture new Pokemon, so everything that dies at this point is actually like a very fatal blow, potentially. And Martin... I don't know what the Elite Four in this game is like, off the top of my head, but I think Martin wouldn't have been that useful for that. So... Oh yeah, heal up my dead Pokemon. That's exactly what I needed. Well, I needed healing. Just... More triangles! It's more triangles. It's the Illuminati assassinated Martin. It's the Illuminati. I'm telling you, they assassinated my Magmortar. Distortion World, here we come. I'm curious to see how well I remember the Distortion World, because I always get lost in there. I always do. Is this one of those cutscenes which actually uses both screens? I think it might be. A lot of games did that, but not enough games did that, using both screens to make like a portrait view cutscene. I also like how the text doesn't like have a typewriter effect here, but it fades in because time and space are distorting. Yeah. Okay, it's not a portrait cutscene. Partly because the layout isn't in portrait, like with both screens on top of each other. But they're showing two different locations, two different scenarios within like the same scene. Two different scenes within the same scenario, I suppose is the better way to say that. And at the bottom screen is actually the... Oh, what the... That messes with my mind. Okay, okay, that's a thing. I'm sorry I had to light. I don't know if that was very visible. Also, again, said it in the Spyro episode, not in Pokemon yet. The beard, it's significantly shorter. I had an appointment with a person that I actually gave a shit about how I look like, and I figured I can't go to that appointment looking homeless, and I shaved. I only shave for that kind of thing. Usually I don't shave because any other reasons, because why would I? I don't think anybody like cares about the face cam having like a bit of a messy beard sometimes. As a matter of fact, I think that's kind of what is expected on the internet at this point, especially if you're like a gaming creator. You just have a very like bushy, messy beard. It's just kind of what we do. Okay, here we freaking go. The distortion world. I'll tell you, I'm scared. We made it to the distortion world, at the very least. Are we gonna make it through the distortion world? We only have 4 Pokemon left. Don't let the bottom screen fool you. We don't have a Magmortar. Neither do we have a Floatzel. We only have the Porygon Z, Raichu, Bastiodon, and Crobat. Most of which are underleveled for what we are about to do. Probably all of them are underleveled for what we're about to do, but some more so than others. Also, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with the layout for this. I might. I might not. I don't know. Maybe just a background. I don't know, I'll think about it during the editing itself, which I'll probably do on the same day that I'm recording this, because I've got some time left today. Unless I'm getting like an email very soon. In which case, I mean, I am waiting for a couple of people to get back to me on some things. So I'm just not expecting them to get back to me today. I'm expecting them to get back to me like minutes before the deadline, because that's just how people are. That's not fair. Usually people I work with are good about that kind of stuff. Most of them are anyway. I'm trying to like focus a little bit, because the distortion world messes with my mind like a lot, especially with directional pads. It's like which button am I supposed to press to like move to this direction here? Am I supposed to press it from the camera perspective, from my character's perspective, from it's just weird. I still like it though. I can't wait for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, just Gen 4 remakes in general, to be a thing, so that we can have this, but on a Nintendo Switch. Imagine what this would look like in full 3D. That would be amazing. So do we... Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It's just confusing. But this is just... I like this. I love this. And... Do we have a waterfall? Because I think we need waterfall. No, we don't need waterfall because you can't even use waterfall until you beat the last gym. But upside down waterfall is out because it's upside down. You're actually going down the waterfall. It looks like you're going up it because distortion. This is such a... This might be my favorite location in any Pokemon game ever. And again, if they're able to do this with a proper frame rate, because sometimes the frame rate kind of like dips in this version of the game, right? It's not always perfect. If they're able to do this in full 3D with a proper frame rate for the Switch remake of this game, which is going to be a thing. I mean, of course it is. There's a pattern there. It's probably not going to be for quite a while, so it might be the next generation after the Switch, potentially. But it will happen. There will be a Gen 4 remake. And when that time comes, I might just buy a console specifically for that. I haven't bought a console for Sword and Shield yet, partly because I can't afford one, and partly because Sword and Shield don't really intrigue me as much, to be honest. It's not like I don't care for Sword and Shield, it's just I don't really care for Sword and Shield. I've been keeping up with the spoilers a little bit, and I'm interested, of course, to see where the Pokemon series is going, but it's just the whole National Dex thing. For normal gameplay purposes, I don't care, right? If I'm just doing like a challenge run of that game, who cares? But the thing is, when that news came out, I was actually working on a living Dex in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And I got quite a way in, and then I just stopped doing it because I'm not going to be able to transfer my entire living Dex to the next game anyway. Why bother? I've been working on that living Dex so that I would have a living Dex in every Pokemon game from now on, because they promised you can transfer Pokemon through Pokemon Bank to any future generation. Can you now? Because it really looks like you can't. So I kind of stopped doing that because I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to give up on this now. Which is a little bit sad because I was having a lot of fun with it in a way. And do I need to stop doing something like that just because of that news when I was having fun with it? No, I don't have to, but the motivation of like keeping your entire living Dex with you through every new generation kind of like isn't worth as much if you can't migrate like half the Pokemon, or even if it's a fifth of those Pokemon. It just kind of loses its value, especially since they already said there's going to be Pokemon in future games which might not be in Sword and Shield. So it's not like those Pokemon are Thanos snapped from existence, it's just they won't be in that specific game. And that could be an argument for, well, you can just keep them in the bank until there's a game that actually has them. But for me, that's more of an argument to say, why even care about having a living Dex if the definition of a living Dex is going to change for every single game? And I guess you could have a living Dex in Pokemon Bank, but that's not as much fun. Where am I going? This is what I mean. I always get lost in the distortion world. Really, the thing in the distortion world you need to remind yourself of is if it looks like it's a dead end, it's not. If it looks like it's not a dead end, it is. Also, can you tell that I'm starting to get a cold because I'm not finishing some words properly because I've got a little bit of a stuffed nose. It's not that bad, but I'm really hoping it doesn't get worse because there's still quite a lot of recording I need to do. Not today, but like just in general. And then I have these strength puzzles, which I'm going to take a little bit of water because I do have a little bit of a sore throat. Do I even have strength? I think Bastiodon has strength. I don't think these strength puzzles are too bad, but I might be mistaken. Again, I don't remember a lot of this because usually when I play Platinum, I lose a challenge before I even get a chance to get to this point. So you need to deposit the strength rock in the place with the pixie Pokemon, right? That's how this works. Yeah, now Yuxi is happy and Yuxi fucks off, so I can go the same for Mesprit and Azelf. That's how this works. And Cynthia won't move until I make all the Pokemon happy. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. Yeah, so now Mesprit is starting to bug me. I don't know why they make Mesprits. They give more screen time between the player character and Mesprit, but Mesprit is also a Pokemon that is roaming, if I'm not mistaken. I don't understand why that is. You would assume that the thing that is roaming is the thing that doesn't want interaction with the humans. Why are you taking me upstairs? I didn't want to go up. Why are you taking me up? Where am I going? I don't understand this. I'm scared. Hello, Giratina. How are you doing? You're not my worry. I'm not worried about Giratina whatsoever. Giratina is just a little bitch. It's Cyrus that I'm scared of. I need to remind myself, I can capture one of Cyrus's Pokemon. I can't capture his Crobat. I probably should look into... Yeah, I'm going to do this actually. I'm going to look into what Pokemon Cyrus has just so that I know which one I can catch. Because originally this was going to be the place where I catch Crobat, but obviously I already do have a Crobat. So I'm not going to be catching a Crobat here. Yeah, the frame rate here is partly because of the fact that it's an emulator, not just because the DS couldn't handle this, but also because the DS just can't handle this. Just the DS wasn't made for this. Okay, let's go look up Pokemon Platinum Cyrus team. Pokemon Platinum. I can just look to Distortion World and there's just two battles here, right? I mean, it's Giratina and Cyrus. Those are the only two battles here. Okay, so coming up is probably one of my favorite things in this entire game, if not the Pokemon franchise as a whole. Even though it looks kind of horrible. And it gives me time to go to Bulbapedia and look at the Distortion World. Let's see. Pokemon. Cyrus. Oh, his ace isn't even the Crobat. His ace is the Weavile. Okay, so we can capture a Weavile. That's nice. Okay, Weavile it is. Also, I really need to pee. Which isn't good, because we're not done with this episode, like, at all yet. And I don't really want to cut, because... Actually, I think we're fairly close to the end. I think after this we have a couple of dialogue boxes, and then we fight Cyrus, and that's the end of this episode. And then I can go pee. And then I can go at it. And I still don't know if I'm going to do anything special with the Distortion World. I really like the Distortion World. I don't know. I'll just see in editing. It really depends on how I feel during the editing. If I like just want to knock out the video, which sometimes you do, right? Sometimes you're just like, let's just finish this video and just not do anything special. I'll just keep the normal overlay or just change like the background or something. And if I feel like fancy and I want to do something special because I'm bored and I have a lot of time on my hands, I might do like some fancy like animation stuff with it. Don't count on it there. I mean, you guys are seeing what this is like because obviously all around me, I haven't edited it yet because I'm recording it and fourth wall breaks. That gives me a good common question of the day though. What is your favorite location within the Pokemon series? What is your favorite location? I'm going to phrase probably just what is your favorite location? I'm going to go with that. What is your favorite location? is the distortion world for me, and I'm going to assume that it's for quite a few people. It's probably going to be the distortion worlds. I mean, if it's not, that's all right. But okay, let's focus here. Galactic boss Cyrus starts off with a Houndoom. We can deal with a Houndoom. We can deal with a Houndoom. But these levels are fairly high. As a matter of fact, that Weevil is level 48, so this might actually be the end of us. That did a lot of damage. Fuck. That didn't do a lot of damage. Fuck. Okay. What do we have? We've got Hafu, Mark. It has to be Mark. No, because you're also a steel type. Why am I stupid? Hurt yourself. Exactly, that's exactly what I need you to do. Ancient power. Hit yourself again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ancient power, how much damage is this actually going to do? Probably not a lot, but maybe enough to take... Oh no. Okay. Does a full restore get rid of confusion? I'm thinking it has to, right? Give me the stat boost. I'm fishing for the stat boost here. How much is this going to do? Is it going to be neutral? It's going to do a lot of damage. This is only his first Pokemon, I might add. And not even his most defensive either. Will-O-Wisp me all you want, I'm using a special move anyway. And both of my offensive stats are terrible, as you can see. The fact that I'm dealing this little damage to him, in this case, has everything to do with the fact that... wait a second. Isn't this super effective? Okay. I kind of forgot that burn would do residual damage, and I thought I can take that. I took one before, I can take it again. Yeah, no, definitely not. So this might be the end. This might be the end. And it all stems from the fact that I looked up the wrong levels. I looked at the Diamond and Pearl levels for the double battle, not the Platinum levels. If I had looked at the Platinum levels, or if I had done this based on, of course, this fight and not the double fight, the grinding, I would have been fine. And the Gyarados isn't going to be an issue, obviously, because Raichu is a thing. And, oh no! You cut my physical attack! Let me use a special attack on you, which is stab and quad effective. And very strong to begin with. Oh yeah, and I'm burned. Oh no, my physical attack. Oh fuck, it didn't want it. Look, usually I would go for a quick attack, but I did just outspeed him, and my physical attack actually is like 0, and I did die. So that also does make that difficult. Oh my god. The thing is, even if we win this battle, even if we get a Weavile, we don't have a lot of opportunities to capture more Pokemon. We can capture a Pokemon on the route to Sunyshore, the route to the Pokemon League, in Sunyshore, and in Victory Route. That's 4 more Pokemon. At the moment we have 2 alive Pokemon. That's 7 Pokemon in total with Weavile. That's enough, actually. That is enough. Because we can only bring 6 anyway. And one of those is an electric type, because Sunyshore City. So we have a replacement for Hafu. This is still possible. This is still possible. As long as we make it through this battle, that is. So the sooner you send out Weavile, the sooner we can end this battle, because we can capture it. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? The thing is, if we kill the Weavile, we have to take out the other Pokemon as well. We can't just capture one of the other ones. Live. You didn't live. I can't use the Master Ball, by the way. I could make like a clause where you can use the Master Ball once, but that would just be desperation at this point. And even so, after this we have to take out Giratina, which with the current team we definitely can't do, because it's just Bucky at half HP. So either way we're fucked. I can't live a move, so you just need to stay in this Ultra Ball at full HP, which is very doubtful. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close! Yeah, that's the end. That's the end. I'm not living this. And those two Pokemon both are dead, so I can't use them. I don't know. It's been a good one. We got way further than I imagined we would. And we actually did like a proper Theftlocke, which didn't die in like the first half of the game. We got very far into the game, so much that I was actually confident in the fact that we could win. The thing that killed me here was just looking up, just doing preparation wrong. I looked up the double battle. I just did the same mistake that happened way back in the beginning of the series with the Perugly, or the Skuntank, or both actually, I think. And that is, I looked at the levels in Diamond and Pearl, which are lower than the ones in Platinum. And back then, it cost me 1 or 2 Pokemon as well. Here, it cost me 1 Pokemon in the fight itself. But after that, it also cost me the entire team. Because if I had leveled up to a point level 45, I probably would have done much better in this fight. I mean, obviously, because everybody would have been higher level. If I had chosen to level up to Cyrus's team, this wouldn't have been an issue whatsoever, because everybody would have been probably level 46. Maybe 47. Probably 46, because I knew there was going to be a lot of battles before we actually got to Cyrus. But that has been the entirety of the Pokemon Platinum Theftlocke series. Pains me to say, but that has indeed been it. So let's place back all our dead Pokemon in the box and let's take a quick look at our entire almost filled up box, actually. And then next time when we come back with Pokemon, it will be with a different game, a different challenge, a different story, a different everything. So Martin is going to be the one that sticks on the team. Let's take a quick look at all the Pokemon that gave their lives here. We have Michael, which we caught in the trainer's school. One of our first captures, as a matter of fact. Dyer in Valley Windworks. We had Ban, which was Route 201. Oh, Dan was our starter, obviously, yes. Tom, the first gym leader ace we got in Allberg City. Then we got Jordan, which I didn't even think we would be able to capture anything in the Allberg mine. But I talked to that one random NPC and apparently there was a fight. Kevin, the Pokemon we stole from our rival, which died promptly after. Elena, which the level gap here between Pokemon dying is huge, by the way. What happened there? Oh, no, really, what happened there? Why is Elena... Should be way later, but doesn't matter. Caught us Buneri. Buneri starts with a very low friendship level. It took me so long to get you to evolve. Off screen, all of that. And then when you evolved, you died very, very quickly. Linus. Right, 205. I don't remember a lot of you because you died fairly quickly. Grian. Oh, Grian, you... I remember you. Then we had Matt, which also died very quickly. Cody, which was a very good replacement for Kevin, died fairly quickly. Then we had Super Linus. Super Linus the Roserade. I had a little bit of a internal struggle there. Am I going to catch this or am I not? I did catch it, and Super Linus was a very valuable member to the team until the very end. For Super Linus, not for me, because obviously like half the series was without Super Linus. Then we had Grant, which just died. That's insensitive. I mean, the Pokemon, not the person. The person also passed away. But anyway. Ari, which I'm not that sad, actually. I don't care. Groove could have been a very important member of the team. Could have, potentially this episode could have helped us a lot. Wasn't meant to be. John, the Pokemon we nurtured, we kept back in our team until it was ready to evolve, and then when it evolved and we sent it out, died. Rythian, another one of those gym leader captures, a very important member of the team, and it died to the fog. Ben didn't have much time on screen. We called it as a Medicham. Meditite, then evolved into a Medicham and just died. Crash, probably the star of this Let's Play, I want to say, is Crash the Gliscor. I caught it thinking, if it even survives to the point where I can get the item to evolve it into a Gliscor, that's going to be amazing. And then it happened. We caught this after the second gym, and it got all the way up to level 40. It died fairly recently. It's definitely the star and the icon of this entire playthrough. Then we've got Jay, which... Next one. Hardy. Another gym leader ace capture. Was with our team until the final moments. Not alive, but just as like a corpse we could surf on. Krendor. It's long lost cousin to Tien. I had big plans for you. I had plans for you to be the only one to make it to the Hall of Fame, just like Tien did. Wasn't meant to be. Bucky, a new addition to our team, but the last member to be standing in front of evil. The last member willing to lay down his life for me to have an opportunity to capture the Weavile and keep going. Was just one check away from staying in that Ultra Ball. If that had happened, Bucky would most likely still be alive. Maybe Giratina would have killed it, to be honest. Hafu. Surprisingly useful. I didn't expect to run into a Raichu in Iron Island. It's the only thing we did in Iron Island. I was expecting to run into a Magneton or something like that. Or a Metang. It ended up being a Raichu, and a very useful one at that. I don't remember anything about getting Mark. I just remember that Mark is a wall. And just one more time, look at these stats. 152 physical defense. And 139 special defense. How did you die to that move? Because you were burned, and I let you down. Carl, again, only has been on this team for this recording session, which was this episode and the last one. Hasn't really done much on screen, but it took quite a while to evolve because friendship. And then, of course, actually... Oh, that's the wrong button. That sounds anticlimactic. And then we have Martin. The thing that... Honestly, Martin is the reason this series didn't end at the last gym. Without Martin, that gym would have been significantly more difficult. Then again, maybe it wouldn't have been if I had remembered to catch the Frostlass. That might have actually played into this episode as well. Maybe catching the Houndour. Well, I probably wouldn't have really mattered that much. to be honest, because I would have kept Martin on the team anyway. I would have had one Pokemon to fall back on. Hey, catching the Murkrow again. Would have been. We wasted some captures. We made some mistakes, and next time when I do a Theftlocke, which next series won't be a Theftlocke, and the series after that probably won't be a Theftlocke either. Maybe after that I'll get back into a Theftlocke. It's weird to be in the Yarbrook City Pokemon Center. Did I heal here? I don't think I healed here. Yes, I did. Never mind. Did I? I used the PC here, but I don't think I did heal. Maybe I did. I don't know. Tomorrow, another episode of Spyro the Dragon, and after that, our new Pokemon series is going to start, which is going to be the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. Until then, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, more so than I have, I imagine. I'll see you all back next time. Bye.